Hey, Hallie, do you want to talk about how we managed to get the rights
sure.
to this beautiful song?
Sure. We were looking for a song, and my bestie is a spectacular woman named Lauren Savoy, whose husband is Paul Wakhtar Savoy, who is a member of the band Aha. And so I reached out and said, would it be possible to get this dope-ass song in the game? And they were like, yeah, let's do it. That's amazing. That's great. So it was just a lucky happenstance that we were able to pull it off. But it's great because now like two of my favorite things are combined forever.
It's also cool how these things are such collaborations where that's obviously Ashley singing, but that's Ashley's friend Chris playing guitar, and we mocapped his hands and then transposed that onto Ellie's body.
I loved this game mechanic. So fun.
This is my favorite missable moment in the whole game. The fact that this is optional, I think,
remember how much we talked about the fact, because so many people love this, and we're like, and then there were people on the team that argue that you should not be able to miss this, but it makes it more special knowing that you might have missed it.
You gotta earn me staring at you for several minutes.
Such a good cover too. I mean, I wouldn't say it to Ashley's face, don't look over here, but like, it's pretty solid.
Needless to say, I'm odds and ends.
When I see Dina's looks over here, my interpretation is that she's remember all the times that she was falling in love for Ellie in the past when she was with Jesse. Because they're talking about this has happened before, and she played this song. And the other character moment that's interesting here is like the song she originally play here when she picks up the guitar is Future Days, is what Joel teaches her. And as soon as Dina walks through the door, she stops playing that song because she doesn't want to talk about that.
This is actually, I think, canonically the first time you will have seen Ellie successfully play guitar since the opening scene where Joel says he's going to teach her.
Yeah.
So this is the first moment that we realize like that he really did teach her. So it also represents not just like her relationship with Dina, but...
Oh, you're right. It's every time she's picking up a guitar, there's a connection to Joel. Every single time. And we were like, when we were making this, we kept talking about what are different ways we could remind you of Joel, because he's not there.
Make him a ghost.
But he's present. There were versions where we talked about having
Ghost
like
Joel.
Ghost Joel, like
early
talk to Ellie, and it just felt a little too campy for this story.
I wanted to. Me too. All right. We should keep moving. Yeah.
Oh. The Tommy torture scene. So we got to see Joel do this scene in the first game of interrogating two people. And now we get to see like the aftermath of having this interrogation done by Tommy. Just shows you what he's capable of.
Tommy did this.
And then later we get to see Ellie try to do this.
No way.
Right, and at this point for Dina, she doesn't really know about Tommy's past. She doesn't know that she doesn't have the privileged information that Tommy used to be as bad as Joel. And she's just really sort of seeing that for the first time.
Because she knows like the reformed Tommy that lives in Jackson, that helps everybody.
Shit.
Right.
There's another one over here.
Yeah, I remember we iterated a lot on the lighting of this room and trying to give it the right vibe, that it wasn't too bright or too dark.
I don't recognize him.
And that's really important. I don't recognize him. That shows Tommy killed someone that wasn't involved in Joel's death. That there's already starting to be this cost of whether this person is innocent or not, who knows.
No, he wasn't.
He has to say a question, but you don't make him say it. You make him write it down. And then you ask this guy.
This is the worst board game ever.
Telling the truth.
one of the things that really like rocks me about some of these scenes is also just how comfortable they are around death all the time.
Yeah.
It implies her understanding this kind of anger and grief as well, that like Ellie really is not okay and she's losing because other people are going through this
Right.
all the time. And so like it's those little things like that that really like moved me when I was actually playing the game. I was like, God, this is fucked up. Like
And right around this area is where we have Dina mention her sister and how she was never able to avenge whatever happened to her sister. So she has this unfulfilled thing, and she knows how traumatic that can be, and she doesn't want that for Ellie. So this is the first contact with the people that killed Joel.
He's great.
Yeah.
Chase Austin is great.
And fun fact, Chase played young Sam Drake in Uncharted 4.
How'd you find us?
So ballsy.
Bitch scar across his face.
It's funny. How many came with you? Just you two?
You think that's what Ellie really believes, that no matter what, they're going to get what's due? Like there's like some cosmic karma thing going on?
Supposed to be out looking for the others.
I feel like she has to.
What is this?
Or is she just bullshitting him to make it believe that there's more people coming?
Killed out in Jackson?
Yeah.
This girl was there.
So that guy is being played by Ruben Langdon, who played James in part 1. His face, though, is the scan of Mike Hatfield, our lead foreground artist.
Kill all trespassers.
Oh, hold up. That doesn't make any sense.
Direct order, man.
No, let's talk to her. Let's figure out what she
I
knows.
don't give a fuck what she knows. You saw what she did to the others?
You have no
deep
idea
in the
how many
background,
people
Dina.
she might be with. This might be an
I don't
ambush,
care
Mike.
how many people she's with. We will find them. We will kill them.
Can you just think for yourself for a quick
Jordan, get
second
the
right
fuck
now?
out of
Can
my
you-
way.
Jesus. Come here.
This is the first time Dina realizes that she's like really not okay. She's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, which I love because
It's the hints of the obsession. Of
Yeah.
like she's losing herself to this chase instead of what's actually happening right now.
And really, really to their detriment.
And it was important when we were writing this scene to have the death be relatively quick. And then you can't even linger and think about it. And again, this just kind of pushed forward of like, maybe the next one will be more satisfying. Or maybe the one after that will be more satisfying.
Fucking no. Come on. Fuck, Ellie. Go around.
The first kind of like draft we have of all Seattle is Sucker Punch games made
coast looks clear.
infamous Second
Yes.
Son, which takes place in Seattle. So they gave us a 3D model of all of Seattle as a
Wow.
starting point. And then we just spent a lot of time just like mapping out the entire story and where like Ellie and Abby go. So we have this very intricate map of all the location. And based off of that,
Fuck her then.
we said, okay, now we need a map that they could point to in the cinematic to get us to the TV station as the next location.
I remember one of my first meetings, or one of my early meetings at Naughty Dog was with M, and she was, who's a lead designer at Naughty Dog, and she had spent a lot of time figuring out how Seattle would be flooded in the future. So a lot of the actual flooding you see is semi-accurate to how it would happen if there was that much water happening.
M was the one that pitched Seattle initially.
Oh, really?
Because she felt that it had the most kind of unique locations that we could move through and had a lot of verticality within the city.
Let's go get Leah. Hey, look.
This is the
Tummies.
foreshadowing pregnant scene.
This is my least favorite part of my performance. I'm not kidding. Nauseous performance. It really, every time I see it, I'm just like, it's not good.
Is that your Achilles heel?
Oh, there's a lot. Hiding behind walls and, yeah, no.
You can hear the
No.
puke splashing on the
I
ground.
did hear that. They helped me there.
And that, again, it's another one of those things where like the audio department, let me listen to like several versions of puke hitting the ground and picking one.
Ew. I always feel like whenever I have to act like I'm throwing up, I always start dry heaving. Because once you get that, then you're like,
Like a cat with a furball.
yeah.
Here's my big moment.
This is your big performance.
Here she is.
Do you say that because that body's much taller than Hallie?
Everything is.
For those people listening, Hallie's a tiny, tiny, tiny little person.
I'm
Such
really
a
portable.
tinies.
Yeah, these
that's the
scenes,
best
these
part.
scenes are really hard to write, because again, we're trying to make it a character moment, but give you enough information to go forward in the clue chain towards finding who you need.
And giving you, new information so it doesn't feel repetitive, right? We're opening up the world progressively with each sort of expository beat as well.
There's this really nice beat at the end here where like Dina calms Ellie down and takes the pictures from her.
It's all of them.
It's really nuanced here what you're doing, Ashley, but there's just this like anger that's starting to bubble up as you look at this stuff and like, look at their fucking smiles. There it is.
Just looking so happy.
There she is.
That's her.
Laura Bailey.
That's the one who killed him.
And that's the Last of Us 2 theme, which is like a reverse version of the Last of Us 1 theme that Gustavo created for this.
Hey there, Tiger.
Yeah.
Okay,
You can see
Tiger.
it. How you, it's, yeah.
Support Unit India en route to the TV station. Repeat, support
Shit.
Unit India en route.
Yeah, we should
Over.
get going.
Is that you, Hallie? That voice?
I was just wondering that myself. I'm
Because
like,
it
that
is you
kinda
later. I think that
sounds-
might have
That
been
sounds
you.
like- yeah.
Oh,
Here.
this is
Yep, this
the
is the
mask
scene.
break.
I remember just fighting. I was like, I just have to make sure her hands never touch the mask.
I remember talking to you about this, Neil. Like you were like, it's like she's committing suicide in front of you. Is like what it is.
Oh
like,
yeah. 'Cause
you
as
know.
far as you know, she is.
Yeah, and so that's where that reaction came from. Was he was like, she's killing herself in front of you. Is what it looks like to you.
And there it is. The I'm immune, I'm pregnant scene.
Got it?
Yeah, it's just this is where the obsession. I think this is the first time it's really getting in between them. That there's now personal conflict starting to form.
Yeah, there's a real standoff towards the end of this scene too.
Hallie, do you remember this was your first week at Naughty Dog, and we had an outline. Some of the major beats were there, and you had the idea of like, what if we made Dina pregnant?
Yeah, because we were I think it was on my first day, and the problem we were trying to solve was we want these two girls to go to Seattle together. We want to have Ellie to have this conduit to talk about her feelings and maybe this thing to pull her back. But how do we keep? How can we narratively hold Dina back so that Ellie can do a bunch of these missions alone? Because so much of this is about the singularity of the obsession and the loneliness of that and how hard it is to be alone in this world. And I just threw it out there. Let's knock her up.
It's interesting too with if you think about the first game, over the course of the journey with Joel and Ellie, is they slowly open up more to each other and reveal more of their secrets. And these characters are kind of doing the same thing. They're both holding back on secrets. So even though it's a very angry scene, they're revealing everything to each other. You were telling the truth.
Maria and Tommy
Yeah, bitch.
and Joel are the only ones who know.
I'll just speak the subtext for all these scenes.
Please do.
Knew
I found this scene really hard because it was one of the. I mean, we literally. You have two very like big reveals or reactions that could have been like really soapy if I did it wrong. It's like the I'm pregnant and also like the chemical burn. Like that. That's really
Well,
tough.
it's
and
like, because I remember we talked a lot about that, which is you just thought your friend was going to die in front of you. You thought you
yeah.
might have to shoot them
Yeah,
in
it
front of
really
you.
opens with
so
her
you
being
have this
like, "I'm gonna be
moment of
alone,"
like
yeah.
sadness, relief, and also, by the way, I'm pregnant.
A lot of
Yeah.
the times when Ellie's in severe conflict, she like, one of the things that I find very relatable is like suddenly she loses eye contact. Like it just goes inward. Everything just goes into this inward rage that is so nuanced, and I don't know how you could really pull this off in a game a decade ago maybe, because there's so much beautiful facial that you do that they're able to capture.
Yeah, I feel like I talk about this all the time. Like
What are we
this
supposed to do now?
game, I don't think would have had the impact or any of that without. I mean, there's so many people that make
long
up
have you known?
the performance that you end up seeing and playing.
Was late a few weeks
And
ago.
I feel like
We could've-
you can give it your all, but if you don't have
still turn back.
the right people that are sitting there for, I don't know how, I mean, years
Well,
and years.
Well, you're a burden now, aren't you?
It's sculptors.
Yeah.
It's animators. It's lighting artists. Even if you don't get the right lighting, the performance doesn't come through.
Right.
And all that stuff just takes a lot of effort and iteration, like so much iteration to get it right, and to try to, that moment we felt on the stage, to draw it out in a CG character is a lot of work.
So much work to really nail the anxious avoidant attachment style. It's gorgeous. It's like we all understand.
The way she handled it, it's like almost like a religious artifact or something. That there's like it's like a medium.
Such
It's like
a-
a connection to Joel.
Yeah.
Well, it is, right? Because we tie it to every flashback.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that the attachment to Joel is through music. It's funny, over the course of shooting this, how long did it take to shoot? Just
Like 3 years.
yeah, like 3 years.
Well, actually, we shot the trailer where you play guitar before we even made Uncharted 4. Because we had started working on this game, and then the game went on pause for 2 years before we picked it back up. Hey, look, Ellie's learning.
Hey.
One of the things I really appreciate about your performance, Ashley, is how you're able to so seamlessly jump between these different ages and different levels of innocence that this character has.
Thanks.
Just need to build up your calluses.
I also now watch this. I'm like, that guitar is so expensive. Why are you just leaving it right there?
Leaving it out there?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I wanted to show how did Ellie learn how to swim? Because that was such a big plot point in the first game.
You should see
Yep.
your face right now.
It's just nice to see things were okay for a while between these two.
I remember feeling, this is a good thing to be back into. Like we're jumping into summer. We're jumping into, like you said, when things were good.
It's just a culmination of so many things, right? So for this moment of just Ellie's love of space, of Joel wanting to make this like moment just beautiful for her Walkman.
Okay.
And this idea that Ellie sometimes has such a strong imagination and can go into her own head.
Wow.
Actually started with the comic book, the American Dreams comic book. So when she looked at the Raj's arcade, she was able to picture it with like children running around. It's like the idea that she's so in love with the old world that she does whatever she can to kind of live in it.
Happy birthday, kiddo.
And that's we got the idea to really go in her head and make you feel as if she's traveling to space.
Take it.
There is such a unique nervousness, anticipation, and joy that comes with a parent trying to give their kid the perfect gift.
Right. And if they like it, it's the best feeling in the world.
And if they don't, it's terrible.
It'll be worth it.
Close your eyes.
And for people familiar with the first game, the DLC of Left Behind, there's a big parallel here for when Riley tells Ellie, close your eyes. And she makes her picture this arcade game. And it's like as if these two people just know Ellie so well of what would make the perfect gift for her.
15 seconds. Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4.
And again, our lighting team did such an awesome, because there's so much that needs to be conveyed here with just lighting. And so they're animating these lights and then changing the reflection on the glass. There's a lot of tech here, a lot of careful crafting to get this moment.
I also love that we're just with Ellie in this moment, you know?
It's like you just need Gustavo to do this little riff.
That's it.
And it takes it over the top.
Oh, the scene is so beautiful but so sad to me. Just because I know what's coming. And just seeing Joel trying so hard to reconnect and regrow this relationship with Ellie again. You can see his guilt. You can feel Ellie's shame. It's like, but yeah, I watch it and I think it's such a beautiful scene, but there's that level underneath it that's heartbreaking to me.
It was really important for us to have these happy memories that are obviously mixed with like some negative feelings she has about Joel and the choices that he's made. But ultimately, I believe the positive, the happy memories overwhelm the negative.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, I think Ellie is so driven by her own shame and guilt, and you need to know why. And it's because there was something worth saving. There was a true loss here. And part of that is her own decision to emotionally protect herself by distancing herself from Joel. But it had a cost.
And no matter how happy a sequence we have, it's just this lie and this choice that Joel made is hanging over these characters. As a reminder for Ellie is like, you can't fully let this thing go. Awkward.
Well, let's get a move on.
I really don't want to talk about this right now.
It's always so exciting to see, because obviously when we're shooting this, we're on a soundstage and I picture us being there, but it's always so much better when I finally see it in the game. It's always such a better version of it than I had in my mind.
More puking. This is, you could really hear the puke splashing.
Yeah, this one I feel more comfortable with.
Hey. How hot do I look right now?
Be me to be fixing some kind of computer and then puking in the middle.
Really proves how much Ellie loves Dina, because going up to someone that just puked and getting close to them, that's a lot.
I mean, to be fair, she did stay up all night tracking the radio stuff.
I know, but she also puked.
Like, listen, if I had to date one, I think Dina.
Oh, for sure.
For sure.
I would steer clear of Ellie.
Maybe Tommy got to him. Maybe. What about her?
There's this moment again. We don't. Ellie doesn't there's a moment where she looks to Dina and then she realizes like how much Dina's been doing.
The numbers.
You could see the appreciation in her face.
The TV station.
I remember this because I felt so bad. Because the way you were just playing it, you were just so sick, but you were like, I feel like I need to pull my weight since I had called you a burden, and I felt like such a piece of shit.
This move right here of like scooting in and this back rub thing is such an Ashley move.
Well, it's also because we couldn't get too close because when we'd stick together,
We'd
otherwise she
stick.
would have held me.
Yeah.
Look. Last night was stupid.
Casualties reported in 14. All available units report. Over. This is Site 13. Unit Lima nearby. How many scars you got? Over. Negative on scars. Lone male trespasser. Armed.
Lone male
Over.
trespasser.
And then this was, again, we wanted to leave Dina behind because we wanted this Ellie by herself, just these really lonely pursuits. And I felt like it was really hard to justify how we're going to pull it off. But I felt like this scene does a good job of, it shows Dina tries. No matter, like, even if she feels like shit, she wants to be there to help Ellie.
Okay.
In The Last of Us, there's a lot of totems that come to represent certain people, whether it's Joel's watch, Ellie's switchblade, the guitar that's shared between Ellie and Joel. And now it becomes this bracelet that Dina gives Ellie as a good luck charm. It's like this khamsa, which is a very Middle Eastern thing that was very much in my family. Yeah, I love that. I love that she gives it to her for.
Wait.
It will keep her safe. It's a khamsa and an evil eye within it.
It's for good luck. I don't believe in luck.
Did we ever establish how Dina got that? Whether that was from her sister?
I think it was from her sister, but
Yeah, that's what's in my mind. But I don't know if we ever explicitly say that. There's a lot of like foreshadowing here too, of like the
Yeah.
splitting up, and then later the splitting up at the farm. Oh, this is the scene that everybody hates us for.
The great mislead.
The great mislead. Yep.
I guess maybe we should talk about that. When we released that first trailer for the game, a lot of people guessed that Joel was dead. And we were worried that after that point, it'll be too obvious. So how can we throw them off the scent? And that's when we came up with the idea of swapping Joel and Jesse here, which I have mixed feelings about in hindsight. It got people excited about something that wasn't there. And, our motivation was in the right place of trying to protect the story, but didn't maybe think it through of how it might upset some people.
I remember when that trailer came out, then everybody I knew assumed that then it meant I was going to die.
Right.
And
Which then we just leaned into with other trailers.
Yeah. And everybody was like texting me being like, oh my God, you die. Like, and they were like, it's so embarrassing for you. I was like, what? Wait, I can't say anything. And I was just like, lol, LOL. Haha. Meanwhile, I think when the trailer came out, we were in the studio that day. We were doing VO, and so we were like watching all the, and I was like,
Yeah.
uh-oh.
I also like that we get to establish, Jesse's in charge, but we never get to see why. Why is this guy so good at what he does? And now we get to see it and get to experience it in gameplay.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah, and then The Last of Us, unlike Uncharted, we don't rely as much on set pieces, especially big stuff like this, but this was such a climactic level that we called Rescue Jesse, that we wanted this climactic driving sequence where they crash in the water. And then there was a lot of debate of, like, design-wise, do we want to walk all the way back to the theater? So decided against it. So this was just to set the tone that Ellie and Jesse got away. They are not being actively chased. And this is just a little trick that we do, is pull the camera away from them, and then that will allow us to cut to where we need to place them. Also an interesting dynamic that we talked a lot about, this triangle between Ellie, Jesse, and Dina. And the thing we really didn't want to do is any sort of jealousy about, are Dina and Jesse going to get back together? Like, it was never about that.
Oh my god.
But it was just more Ellie feels isolated.
You okay?
And in some ways, I'm curious to hear what you think, Ashley, but I think she kind of wants to be. She doesn't want to be part of this reunion, and she just wants to dwell on what's next.
Yeah, I mean, that's how I feel like I was trying to play it, because I can relate to that when you're like going through something and you're like, I don't want to go through this with anybody else because it's going to be dark. So I'm just going to do it myself.
I heard you sick.
That sequence takes us to one of the flashbacks. There's a whole history with Joel and how Ellie feels about Joel and what Joel did in the hospital, and she doesn't let Dina into any of that. This is just their own personal thing that she's carrying, and she's still wrestling with that after his death.
Ellie is very not great at talking about her feelings, which I think is why she's on this mission, because she's not using her words.
Just get her a gift and be done with it. I know, she wants an apology.
That's very much a parallel to the first game where after the David sequence and Ellie's lost in thought, and then it's like Joel saying, Ellie. I think Ellie has like some OCD thing where she gets fixated on things and just shuts the world out. I love how funny Jeffrey is in this scene.
Mm-hmm. He's such a yenta.
Yeah.
Y'all shooting out there, right?
Oh, just some stragglers. Ellie got to try out my scope.
This was a fun scene.
How'd you like it?
Yeah, feels good.
The two adults don't really understand what's going on, which is Ellie is like this resentment or this curiosity, whatever it is about what Joel did is growing. And this thing that she thought she could let go, she can't. And they just attribute it to like, oh, teenager. She's being a teenager.
Well, there's that music store down there. I bet they got guitar stuff.
Maybe you should just take him out for an ice cream. Maybe you guys should just hang out.
I love how he did that lane, and I love the tapping of his foot under the table.
What do you say, kiddo?
Yeah, sure, Joel, whatever.
He's so excited.
And that's our cue.
He's like, I did my job. Yeah, the engineering of this scene, it was important to show that the constant cost of having not made a cure.
Okay.
And here we have these two runaways from Jackson that have succumbed to the infection. And one more reminder for Ellie that things could have been different.
Thanks.
Yeah. But she wouldn't be here.
We're also ignoring one of my favorite exchanges in the whole game, which is realizing that Joel does not know that Ellie is gay at this point, which comes right before this.
Oh my God, that's right.
Where he just assumes there's something going on between her and Jesse, and she's like, she's like, sure, for sure, totally.
Yeah.
It's like he sees her, but there's like a little bit of he can't quite fully see the full her.
Jackson is a wonderful place, but we got tired of hearing the stories of people suffering everywhere else.
These are some of the hardest scenes to do, where there's just a lot of exposition and making it seem natural, like as if she's reading this note for the first time and reacting to it. And again, you two did just such a fantastic job of I always feel like I'm just watching these characters.
Love Adam and Sydney.
I love the lighting here. Just the way it's framed and silhouetted. It's so simple.
The wood planks, so pretty.
Only they were immune, right?
That look, it's like she's trying to egg you on to start this conversation.
Let's go get Tommy and we can get these bodies back to Jackson.
No. Let's talk about this right now.
After you took me out of the Firefly Hospital, you said there were dozens of people like me.
This is the moment he's been dreading, right? Being confronted head on again with this lie.
Yeah, that's what they told me.
I've never met another immune person before. Have you?
Small details, like we had to do different versions of the tattoo. You could see she's got it outlined. It's not filled in yet at this stage.
Do you believe that?
There's something about a child confronting their parent, this standing in their power, and how trepidatious, even though like she has the conviction of her argument, right? But just how it still is a thing to stand up to your parent and see me as an adult.
Why did you pull me out of there while I was still
What he's doing here is kind of fucked up though, because he gaslights her. He's saying is like, you're bringing this up now next to these bodies, and he's making her feel shame for having just brought up this topic.
Right.
Maybe if you just would have given them more time, they could have figured something out.
There was no cure.
That is what I've been telling myself.
There's nothing that could help these people or anybody
Like,
else.
how many times have I told myself this? Like, if she ever asks, this is what I will tell her.
Yeah.
I know you wish things were different. I wish things were different. But they ain't.
And he just shuts it down.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it's such great performance with very little dialogue, but you could see how it's just breaking her heart because she doesn't believe any of this.
No.
Is there something else you'd like to rehash?
No, because you'll just lie about it.
Yeah, that to me is the greatest sin.
And the way you're delivering that no, it's like there's a challenge to him. Like, okay, if that's what you want to say, then we'll go with that.
Yeah, because it's just like, no, I don't want to rehash anything else because you're just not going to tell the fucking truth again.
I gave you a chance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ending images.
Hmm.
Oh, I liked your action here, Shannon, which is use your teeth to cut the thread.
Yes, same.
Did I do that?
You did.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That adds up.
There's so much survivalist intimacy in this game.
He's a good guy. Why didn't you tell him?
There's so much you could read out of those faces.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There you go.
What about this? Anything worthwhile?
And there's that fucking map
Yeah, this
again.
is this is where the conflict starts to bubble back up between these two.
It makes it so much more sad because it's like, just stick with Dina. Look how you have love and care.
It's so interesting because it's what The Last of Us is about. It's like
Yeah.
within this room right now, you have like two kinds of love. There's this very positive one with Dina, and this kind of negative one of like, I gotta get the people that hurt the person I love, Joel.
Wait, you're gonna go now?
Yeah.
And where now the negative one is trumping the positive one.
Just wait for Jessie to rest up.
She could be gone by then.
She's got to make the lamb stop screaming, you know?
We know her location.
And she's using Tommy as an excuse in a very minor way now, and a much more significant way later. And it's funny. It's like all these like Maria, Tommy, and now Dina realize I can't convince her otherwise. She's just gonna go do it. So all I could do is support her.
Well, it's addiction narrative,
Yeah.
right? It's like
come help me with
you
Noah, please?
you have to wait until
And
they
it's-
bottom out.
And it's the foreshadowing that eventually Dina says, I can't do it anymore. Oh, Hotline Miami. Or as this lady is so famously known as Vita Girl.
Oh, yeah, 'cause she's got a PS Vita.
Name Nora. Sure,
And yeah, this scene was already kind of like laying out hints that
We're in the hospital.
even if Ellie's trying to avoid violence, it's going to find her. Right? So she doesn't mean to kill this person.
You gotta respect her efficiency, though.
I mean,
One shot.
one shot wonder.
Mm-hmm. No looking back either. Straight to gameplay.
Oh yeah, this.
Don't scream.
I mean, Nora's
Put that shit down.
pretty smart in this scene.
Yeah.
Is that she knows she needs to get under Ellie's skin to just rattle her so she could get away.
You remember me?
But she still doesn't know who Ellie is until the next scene.
You remember me.
What do you want?
Abby was here earlier. Where'd she go?
I love all these scenes where like Ellie's trying to be like Joel. She's trying to interrogate
Yeah.
people the way Joel would, and there's always something a little off about it.
Yeah. I mean, it's also think about letting you go. Sometimes I feel like we can forget that she's only 19.
Right.
Yeah.
And she doesn't want to hurt anybody unnecessary.
Fuck out of Jameson.
But just going on this journey is like you're not going to be able to help it.
Yeah, I feel like each time
You still hear her scream?
she kills somebody, it's not as easy as it was kind of for Joel. Because each death feels like it's leaves something with her.
Yeah. Yeah, that little bitch got what he deserved.
Fucking
These little opportunities where we wanted Ellie to use her superpower, which is her immunity, to get out of these like precarious situations. I remember the establishing of the geography was tricky here, and like how do we separate these two characters?
Yeah. How do you spot the goal?
Right. And there's this progression that with each one of these like revenge kills, we wanted Ellie to lose more and more of her humanity in a way that she doesn't even understand what is happening to her. So you could see a lot of this, and again, I love how you play this, which is you're amping yourself up. You kind of know what you're going to have to do here. And having the willpower, again, to hurt someone to such a degree.
Yeah, there's a bit of a trying to stall a little bit. Like maybe there's some other way out of this.
There are no fireflies anymore.
Where's Abby?
Yeah, now we're at a point where she thinks all she needs is Abby to feel better about the whole thing.
And that's where it feels like you can feel that she's still a kid because she's looking for this thing to try to fix it, and that's not it.
It's interesting to think about the scene from Nora's perspective, which is like how much she's willing to sacrifice to try to help her friend.
Mm.
She's bracing herself because she knows what's
She
coming.
knows.
Like, Nora's a pretty commendable character
Yeah.
from the
Yeah.
other side.
And it was important just to add this little bit of interactivity to make the player complicit in this. There's a parallel of an image there when Ellie goes to enter Joel's house, her hand shakes, and then she grabs the handle, and now her hand is shaking from the violence she's committed against Nora. And it just shows that as much as she wants to be like Joel, she's not Joel. I think Joel could disassociate more, just remove himself from the impact that his violence has in a way that Ellie cannot.
Ellie doesn't have as much practice with it.
She also has, I think, more empathy.
I think so.
I also think she needs it more than he did. I think for Joel, killing is practical, and for Ellie, it's emotional.
Right. We see Joel in the first game tortures a couple of guys, and he just moves on. And then Ellie just did it, and it will forever change her.
Yeah, that's not something you can take back.
The torturing we've seen of Joel's has always been toward a productive purpose, right? It's to help or to save or to learn in a way to be a protector. And Ellie is just a destroyer.
Love this performance. This is a very expensive part of the game, by the way. One of the things in live action is you get for free is putting a shirt on or taking it off. In a CG world or in video games, it's extremely expensive and hard. And we had to write this whole physics simulation on this shot, this right here. This is so tricky to pull off. We're seeing it at the same time that Dina is seeing it. Like, look how beat up she is. Look how much she's already gone through.
Often when you play video games, your character or any of the characters in the game are impervious, right? They live or they die. It's pretty binary. And this allowing us to show the wear and tear on her body and allowing the violence to have an impact, not just emotionally, but also visibly, again, humanizes all of the characters in this game.
There's so much happening there with almost no dialogue.
That scene is tough. Like, taking her shirt off and exposing her and her grief there, because it's not just about what she did, you know? Like, there's so much grief, and she hasn't expressed anything yet, right? Like, it's the first time you really see it, and so there's this urge to, like, care for that. But then also that anxiety of, like, I'm losing this person.
Right.
It's really painful to even watch and, like, talk about. Like, it's really heavy. It's just such a universal theme there.
I was one of the ones.
Right. Oh, yeah.
And the girl.
And we talked a lot about how could Ellie draw the truth out of him. And even when confronted with facts, he might not say the truth. It's what makes him ultimately do it is the threat of, like, I will disappear and you'll never know my fate. And that's the worst thing she could threaten him with. A lot of iteration on this horse animation right here. Trying to make it as believable as possible.
This hug. Just the unrequited hug.
I've definitely had those moments with my kids where it's like they're mad at me over something.
You talk to me.
I feel like it's such as thinking of, like, when I was a kid, it's so hard to reciprocate a physical hug like that when you're so angry.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, you can't touch me right now because I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Tell me.
It's like I don't even know if Ellie knows what she's expecting here. She just wants I think she just wants a more plausible story, but there's a part of it that maybe is still in denial of what he's going to say.
Yeah.
I also remember you being so patient, Neil, with this. It was...
You will never see me again.
It was so important to just let each line land where it needed to land and the response to come when it had to come.
I'll go back to Jackson.
Because we did this a lot of times. We all were very patient with this one.
I love watching your performance right here, Trev, like Joel doing the math of, like, do I say it? Do I not say it? And then right here, he's resigned. He's going to say it. And she just needs to push him over the edge. But look at him. He's so torn. It's so great.
The first word is the hardest.
And he does need to spell the whole thing out for her because she knows.
Yeah,
she knows what this meant.
Would have killed you.
Ashley, there's something that you did that is just so powerful. It's that, without even saying it, just the clutching, like I can't breathe. Like it's literally taking the air out of me, and
It's so much information to find out,
Yeah.
but something that she's always known, but to actually hear it. And also knowing that, oh, wow, you have been lying to my face every time that I've asked you about this. And
also the purpose that she had is kind of now gone.
Yeah.
Well, the sacrifices that all the other people made, right? Which is like Riley and Tess
Oh,
and
yeah.
Henry and Sam and everybody along that journey.
Yeah. Yeah. Going that whole journey in it.
What was it? It can't be for nothing. It can't be for nothing.
Done.